Okay, I'll take you for a little trip around my little allotment. That's the Veronica, the two little Veronica plants, and the geranium called Splish Splash. They were only £2 each from Wilko's. I've covered them, protected them with plastic bottles. Don't like using plastic, but as they're here, might as well make the most of them. It will just protect them from anything digging them up, and also from the cold weather. I've left the tops open so they don't sweat. This is my tulip bed. There's tulips and some daffodils in here. Not a lot of sign of any growth. That's the. Oh yeah, there's a little. Can you see? It's a little tiny shoot coming up. I was a bit late putting them in, so that's that lot. There's a lot of long, narrow beds, and I'm not quite sure what to do with them all. So, and they are all covered up. Fortunately, I've taken over immediately from a lady who loved her allotment, so it really is in very good condition. So, I might have a dahlia bed. I'm going to grow dahlias in the on the cottage garden section, but I might grow some ordinary dahlias as well. This little bed, these are two little mini raised beds. One of them I've got daffodils in, still no sign of those. I think I might grow courgettes in there because they're quite contained. And then across here I've got raspberries, which I've cut right down. It's a big bed, it's a big raspberry bed. There's some other fruit there, I'm not quite sure what they are. This is the tub that the lady grew carrots in, so I might well do that, but I've also put daffodils in. Again, very late, but I think they might appear. Not quite sure what to do with this, might just grass it over. There's a lot of strawberries everywhere, but what I wanted to do was grass this bit over underneath the cherry tree. I'm going to prune the cherry tree, keep it a manageable size. I shall do that after the blossom. It's apparently only about 3 years old, and it was quite small when she bought it. And I had a neighbour who had an enormous cherry tree. And whilst it's nice to get the structure, I don't really want anything to create too much shade. There's blackcurrants. That's a blackcurrant. Apparently that's a white currant. This one here's a white currant, I don't know. This is gooseberry, a pink gooseberry. Don't know anything about pink gooseberries. This little plant here is blueberry. It's quite a pretty pink stem. So, and there's the rhubarb. Now, I had seen on some YouTube videos that you can cut them in half. I think it's been there for quite some time. So that might be my next job before it starts growing a bit more. Because there's a bit here, you see, there's a chunk there I could take out. I think it's champagne. The lady said she thought it was champagne. This is my alliums. I put lots of alliums in here, and I've just covered it with the plastic trellis. Some of it was sitting on one of the other beds, so I thought, well, might as well protect the bulbs from being dug up. This little section I have covered in plastic at the moment. What I want to do probably is have a lavender, grow some lavender there. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and I've only had this plot since December, so there's a lot that I'm going to have to leave, tackle a little bit a year. I've covered this with tarpaulin with the hope that it's all rough cuttings, so with the hope that it might die down a bit. My little shed, it's a bit rickety, it's rather sweet. 52A, welcome to 52A. And it's got a curtain, quite small. It's my handbag. But there's lots of hooks. I'm going to paint it on the inside, make a couple of shelves a bit deeper, and then I'm going to get a little cooking stove, a camping stove, and a kettle. But at the moment I've just got my flask. That's the other half of the allotment, so that's 52B, and apparently it's been left and nobody's done much about it, so at least it's not overrun with weeds. It looks as though it's been managed in a peculiar sort of way. Right, I'm going to pack up and go home now. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.